Well, I'm standing here with Chad Martinez from Allen's Foundation and Remodeling. Chad, what can I say? Thank you so much for jumping on board with the Casa Makeover. I know this is y'all's first time. So just real quickly, tell me a little bit about Allen's Foundation, how you guys got started.
Absolutely. We started in about 2007. I worked for my parents. My dad worked for another company for about 30 years. Yeah. Just, you know, things go as they do, and we decided to kind of strike out on our own and take what we had learned and what we're able to do and, you know, put in some quality foundation repair jobs for people, which is kind of our aim here.
All right, Maria Navarro, the family here. We're here in their living room. You guys are going to look at the foundation. Tell me, what are some of the telltale signs that you see right now happening in this house?
Just right off the top of my head, there are several things that you can see here. One, if you'll notice the cracking happening in the ceiling area. There's some cracking happening above the doors that continues up into the ceiling. You can see these door frames are a little bit out of square. Yeah. And then if you were to look into this room in particular, you notice that the floor it has a tilt to it that's just visible with the naked eye. That's, you know, usually a fairly obvious indicator that you've got some movement going on.
I think for a lot of people who obviously live here in San Antonio and in Texas rather, it's the ground is usually dried up from the weather here, right? So a lot of issues with a lot of homes here?
Absolutely, and we're prone to droughts here, and then you know how it is in San Antonio and South Texas. When we get rain, we tend to get a lot of rain, and none of that is good for a foundation. Fluctuating ground is bad for your house, and the South and Central Texas, the ground here is prone to fluctuation. It's just normal here. So it's a problem that a lot of people face in this area.
And so what do you guys suspect you're going to do? What's going to happen?
What we're very likely going to do is we're going to come in and assess. First of all, we're going to take a topographical map of the slab of this home and see where the areas are that it's most out of level, where it needs what we call piering, where we install piers underneath the edges of the slab of this house to be able to lift it back up into place and stabilize it so that it cannot continue to move. We want to get the floor stabilized here because you don't want to come in and do a bunch of, you know, cosmetic work and all these nice things for this house and then have it fluctuating and, you know, come back to the same things, have breaks in the ceiling and things like that. We definitely need to get this house stabilized.
And I think you guys play a very important role in this makeover, because you're right, once you get the house fixed and everything's leveled off real nicely, then we got windows that are going to be working nicely for the family, and also doors and those sorts of things. So you guys play an important role, and I have to say, I'm excited to have you guys on board. Allen's Foundation and Remodeling, you guys are incredible. Thank you so much for everything you guys are going to do. I'm excited that you're going to be here too. It's awesome.